¡Ay, güey! Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Espero que muy bien. Sean bienvenidos a The Witcher 3. Vamos a continuarle con las misiones. Solo que en este video vamos a hacer las misiones secundarias. Obviamente no todas, vamos a hacer unas cuantas. Tengo ganas de avanzarme por ahí. Ahorita que tenemos una aquí cerquita, vamos a hacer la de la castración del héroe, que es la de la estatua a la que le habían quitado las pelotas, literalmente, hablando. Así que vamos a investigar. Antes de continuar, quería decirles que ya sé que últimamente he estado subiendo mucho de Witcher y Halo 3 ODST. Aunque bueno, para cuando estén viendo este episodio, por ejemplo, para que tengan una idea, hoy acabo de subir el episodio 8 de Halo 3 ODST, que es el penúltimo. Solo me falta por subir un video más, que es el de la carretera a la costa, que es el último. Ese lo voy a subir mañana, cuando estoy yo ahorita grabando este video. Y pues es que se me hace que voy a seguirle continuando con puro de Witcher. Halo 3 no creo empezarlo, porque no sé, o sea, no creo empezarlo aún, la verdad. Y por otro lado, Skyrim, que también lo tengo empezado. Hoy grabé un episodio que a lo mejor para cuando estén viendo este video ya lo habrán visto, que es el episodio donde buscamos un sacerdote polilla. Pero debo decir que me aburrí bastante grabando. O sea, nada que ver como cuando grabo The Witcher. La verdad me aburrí mucho. Entonces, si esto sigue así, pues no sé si continuarle sinceramente con Skyrim. Puede que deje pasar un tiempo antes de continuarle, porque no quiero abrumarme o grabar obligado. Por otro lado, The Witcher me la estoy pasando a toda madre. Estoy disfrutando bastante este juego. Por eso es que he estado subiendo muchos episodios de esto. Pero bueno, vamos a continuarle ya. Nomás que espérenme. Me estoy comiendo piña. Está bien rica. A ver, tenemos que investigar aquí. Vamos a ver qué nos encontramos. Esta misión está bastante chida, la verdad.
Saw marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I'd call this.
Una castración limpia. Mira, ¿qué es eso?
Dried bloodstain.
¿Sangre? ¿Por qué? Ok, vámonos. O bueno, no hay algo más por investigar. Por aquí, ¿no? Ah.
Diamond saw blade. Perpetrator's tool.
Sierra de diamante.
Don't worry, Reginald, don't worry.
¿Y por aquí? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué es eso?
Piece of coat fabric caught on the nail. Heavy on cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
Vamos a ver al ladrón. Esta misión es bastante corta, o sea, prácticamente ya estamos a la mitad. Con el simple hecho de ya de venir a investigar. Pero quise empezarla porque me acuerdo bastante de esta misión y me acordaba que era bastante divertida. A ver, ¿a dónde nos lleva el aroma? Mira, aquí ya se empezó a hacer un poco más fuerte. Ok. De repente como que se pierde un poco el aroma. Mira. Si ves que es súper tenue, casi no se ve. Es para arriba. Derecho, ¿va? ¿Todavía? Sí, aquí.
Scent leads to this door.
Ojito. ¿Pero qué hace este viejo?
Ooh. Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
This is not what it seems. Word of honor. I tripped, rolled, tumbled, and landed where she already lay.
Psst! Hughes! That's not him!
I swear, this is all an unfortunate coincidence. A series thereof. What?
That's not my husband.
¿Qué? ¿Qué?
You mean not your husband?
Me voy a atragantar con la piña. Esta mujer cogiendo con este viejo verde.
Out now, or I'll summon the guards.
¿Quieres que te mate o qué? No me gusta.
Watch your tone, Gramps. Just here to talk.
I believe we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we do. Just to kick things off, you're in great form for a man your age.
Well, I eat well, start the day with a glass of wine. That preserves a body wonderfully.
Interesting. Might try it. Say, ever heard of Reginald Dobry, his statue?
Everyone in the city's heard of it. Reginald's a paragon, a national hero.
Venga, ya.
Cut the bullshit, Hughes. You stole Reginald's testicles. Know that already.
I can explain everything. This...
Rosalinda, I know you're in there. You and that fancy pants of yours.
Oh no, not him too. This really is not my day.
Got you, you rogue. Prepare for a shellacking, scallop. What the love's this? Rosalinda, one I could forgive you, but two at one time.
Wait, got nothing to do with this.
Take me for a fool. I'll teach you to fish in another man's pond.
Que no, que ellos...
Got no time for this. Go home.
Yes, that'll be best. I'm done here.
Se va contra mí, o sea, qué ridículo.
I don't know you, but that would have gone horribly for me had you not intervened. I thank you for saving.
No lo hice por ti, imbécil, dame las pelotas.
So, time to talk.
Rosalinda, my dove, please allow us a moment. All right. I admit I stole the stones.
¿Por qué les dicen así,
Never
cataplines?
believe it, but they work. Today, Rosalinda and I, well, 3 times and counting.
No me importa.
3 times? Impressive.
Isn't it? At my age. That's more than the entire last decade.
Ni modo,
All the
dámelos.
same, you stole those stones and you gotta return them.
Listen, perhaps we might strike a deal. Let me keep the stones. I'll pay you. Grant me this, I beg you. They've made me young again.
No. No.
No chance. Need to take the stones, pure and simple.
But if you were to leave them with me...
¡Que no!
a day or
¡Que
two,
no, viejo!
3 at the most.
¡Que no!
Shit out of luck. Sorry.
Ya,
At
acéptalo.
the day's end,
Acéptalo, eres viejo.
I had a chance to use them at all. Here, take them.
Thanks. And good luck. Actually think you'll do just fine without them.
Bueno, entreguémoslos. Como pueden ver, pues bastante sencilla, ¿verdad? La misión, rápida, fácil. Luego de terminar esta ya empezamos una un poquito más acá. De hecho, tengo una en mente, una muy importante, muy padre, de hecho, que es la que vamos a hacer en esta ocasión. Güey, me duele un chingo el cuello, no sé por qué. A ver, ten las bolas que se ve que te importan mucho.
Well, have you recovered Reginald's family jewels?
Yep, got them back.
Lepiota's luscious lips, it's them! It's really them!
Por los
I hope
labios
this
de
modest
Leviosa,
reward
a cuáles se
nonetheless
referirá.
conveys the extent of my gratitude. And look in on us tomorrow for the grand reopening. You shall stroke Reginald at no charge on the house.
No, estoy bien, gracias. Creo que estoy muy bien, no te preocupes por mí. Bueno, vámonos de aquí. Hemos completado la castración del héroe. Bueno, la siguiente que vamos a hacer va a ser esta misma. Mira, quiero que vean. Obsesión de caballero. Visita a Guillaume en la carpa médica. ¿Se acuerdan de Guillaume? Aquel caballero que quiere enfrentar a todo el universo para impresionar a una bella damisela, la cual no le importa lo más mínimo lo que haga ese imbécil. Así que vamos a verlo. Está un poquito lejitos, así que vamos a ver si hay alguna forma de viajar rápido. Mira, tenemos la de la plaza esta. La de la gran plaza. Está para acá. Esta misión sí está un poquito larguita. Un poquito, o sea, no creo que mucho. Pero está muy interesante. Y esta misión afecta... Espérate. Espérate. Esta misión sí afecta a la historia principal. Así que es muy importante y era lo que quería hacer en este video. Espérate, vi aquí un... ¿Cómo paso para allá? Por aquí, ¿verdad? Ay. A ver, ¿quién es? ¿Quién es? ¿Quién es?
Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you.
Got work for me? New contract?
Of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself beautifully years past on your last sojourn in Beauclair.
Yeah.
I was in a bit of a bind at the time, do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay you in full one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
A savings account at Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get.
Ah, ya me acuerdo de esta misión. Dichosa burocracia.
Stop by that bank.
Esta misión está bien chida. También la vamos a hacer. Pero venga, vamos a hacer primero la obsesión de caballeros. De hecho, ahora que me acuerdo, aquí también hay un banco. Aquí también podemos cambiar florines y coronas por el oro común. Así que luego vamos a irle a echar un vistazo. Venga, vamos a la carpa esta. De hecho, creo que esta misión es el comienzo de la misión secundaria del torneo de los caballeros. Creo, más no me acuerdo. A lo mejor estoy equivocado. ¿Y este?
Greetings. You're in Beauclair, see? Welcome, my good sir.
Need a bit of grooming.
Ah, sí. Afítame un poquito acá de Bird. Tengo el pelo, la barba. Una barba tupida. Necesito un buen afeitado. Quiero una bonita aseada perilla. Bigote y una perilla punta. ¿Qué esto qué? No está la que dice de que completa pero corta. Ah, chinga, pues no está. Una bonita y aseada perilla. Eso está bien feo. Un buen afeitado. No. Vámonos de aquí. Adiós.
My time's up. So long.
Lo siento, pero no está la barba que me gusta. A ver, ¿dónde estás, Guillaume? A ver qué se trae entre manos este Guillaume.
Good man! I need a fresh set of shoes for my mount. Promptly.
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
Así es. ¿Qué vendes?
What have you got there?
Más que vendes, quiero ver si tengo algo para venderle yo. Creo que no. No, aún no. Ya quiero empezar a mejorar la casa. El viñedo de este corvobianco. Para que ya salga el... ¿Cómo se llamaba? El baúl ese donde puedo guardar cosas. Y es como un baúl de LED de Minecraft. Que lo que contiene está dentro de una... Mira, aquí está... Aquí está Guillaume. A ver, ¿qué pasó?
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
A ver.
Let me guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant. though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
A ver.
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her.
Esta misión tenemos que tener mucho cuidado porque la podemos hacer mal.
Though the fairest maid at court, she
Y depende del resultado, cambia la historia principal.
I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
Sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Bueno, está bien, perdón.
Notice any other strange behavior? Additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk, that she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that.
¿Algo más?
Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting, her father a knight. That is all I've learnt, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Ah,
Got
¿sí
a
ves?
problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
A ver, háblame primero sobre el
This
torneo.
tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize, and more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship, and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivian.
Bueno, a ver, mi
Hardly a
recompensa.
regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
500, ojo, ya estamos hablando de buenas cantidades de dinero. ¿Crees que me puedas dar 600? 600 me parece justo.
I have comrades I can ask. They would surely lend me coin, yet even that would not be enough. Could you not lower your fees somewhat?
¿En serio? 580, tómalo, déjalo.
I have comrades I can
¿Cómo
ask.
crees? 560?
Agreed. That is an amount I can indeed muster.
Ok, de acuerdo.
Fine, I'll look into it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Prácticas de tiro, equitación. Vamos a practicar esgrima. Bueno, vamos a practicar las de tiro.
Marksmanship. Feel I need to do some shooting.
Esta sí que nos conviene. Sí nos conviene entrenar, la verdad.
The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning. Hit the red targets.
Las rojas, ok.
She's always showing up at Cosmos. You can probably brought it all with loans from Gianfanelli.
Ahí está. Pues bastante fácil, la verdad. ¿Eso es todo?
Once more?
No, ya estoy bien.
Done enough shooting.
Where to now? If you wish to know my thoughts, were I you, I would train on the race course ahead of all else.
Bueno, vamos a entrenar la
Let's
equitación.
do some riding. Roach will like that.
Sí, nos
Excellent
conviene.
idea.
Nos conviene conocer un poco la pista y ver qué tal le va a
Come with
Sardinilla
me.
en la pista, a ver si se va a cansar mucho o no.
The tourney's race differs from others you might have taken part in. You shall not ride against any opponent.
How's it a race at all, then?
It's a race against time. The true track begins in the arena, runs round the tourney grounds, then finishes again in the arena. The training track, however, lies beyond the arena. We shall go there now.
Do you know the colors I would see on the Duchy's banners?
Me gusta cómo hablan los caballeros, o sea, como súper educados. Está bien chido eso, la verdad. ¿Aquí?
All is ready. Now listen, for it can be quite a challenge. Along your route stand dummies and targets. The dummies you may cut with your blade. The targets you must hit from your crossbow. The time you have to complete the course shall increase each time you land a strike, be it with blade or bolt. It may sound simple enough, yet I've seen many a knight fail this contest and hang his head in shame.
Ah, sí, ya me
During the
acordé.
race
Esta es la que
proper,
está bien
judges
difícil.
throughout the course shall tally your points. For now you may ride unperturbed by those matters.
Porque no solamente es una carrera, sino que tenemos que disparar a los objetivos o cosas así. No mames, está bien difícil.
That's it, Roach.
Mira, por ejemplo, le damos. ¡Pum! Añadido tiempo. Ok, muy bien, sí le di. Pensé que no le había dado. Ok, ¿qué más tenemos? Tenemos... Aquí tenemos otro. No mames. Pinche sardinilla, ¿qué haces? Así, bien, bien, bien. No, no, no. Ah, bien, bien, bien. Ahí está.
Take it easy.
So, have you had enough, or do you wish to ride again?
Bueno, ya, ya, está bien.
Had enough. Rather not wear my horse down before the real race.
Ya, hubiera estado bien otra vez, pero digo, ya, nomás quería acordarme. Vamos a entrenar el combate ahora.
Be nice to swing, do some footwork, work up a sweat.
Very well. We shall practice infantry combat, one-on-one. Each knight opts for his own method. Rainfarn, for instance, fights halberd in hand. Come with me. You will team with other knights to fight. The clash simulates a true skirmish during battle. Come the end, you shall fight a duel. It will determine your place on the podium. I always liked the duels the best, but now I can think only of my Vivian. In the end, it is good you will replace me. I sense I would simply be distracted this time.
Best cure for the beast. A witcher.
At last! Trampona! Wisdom!
A ver.
Spy, not horse. Where have your journeys taken you long, brother?
Hail, Percy. You must know I've embarked on a quest of true wonder.
Stand at the center of the training ground. A knight will approach and challenge you.
I will stand and fight, but be warned, I do nothing halfway.
How might I not do?
It is the Witcher who saved us from woe. The last to do it.
Bien. Ya es todo. Perfecto.
I expected you to do well, but not that well.
Ya he practicado
I
mucho.
think I've seen enough. Sorry to be blunt, but the simplest Witcher contract demands more skill than this kind of combat.
Now you must go to the inscription tent. Honor and glory are all true and good, but your scrolls must be in order.
Vuestros papeles. Ay, no.
Always with reason.
Súper real todo el pedo. O sea, primero entrenar y ahora inscríbete.
Ah! Scoundrel! By the prophet's wounds. A witcher.
¡A Witcher!
That witcher's not handsome.
Creo que en la carpa de inscripciones te dejan escoger tu blasón. Eso está bien chido. ¿Qué onda? El escriba. ¿Te pareces el que robó?
Greetings. Want to join the lists?
¿Eres tú?
Naturally, we must first see to formalities, however. At Guillaume's request, I have looked into your personal history in its heraldic aspects.
Really? What did you come up with?
My findings show you may take part as Geralt of Rivia,
What a surprise.
or as the Honorable Ravix of Forhorn. It's not every year we have a combatant who can boast of two crests. Which do you prefer?
El de Geralt de Rivia, obviamente. El otro no sé. No sé a qué se refiere esto. Si Ravix de 4 cuernos. A ver, háblame de eso.
Ravix of Forhorn? How'd you manage to dig that up?
Here in Toussaint, we treat heraldry very seriously. One visit to the ducal archives. That is all I needed to acquire the necessary information. Ravix of Forhorn was the name under which you attended a feast honoring Princess Pavetta, daughter of Queen Calanthe of Sintra, on the occasion of her 15th birthday.
¿En serio?
That's actually right.
Y de Geralt, pues. ¿Qué habrá sobre
Kinda
eso?
curious what you could have learned about Geralt of Rivia.
In the year 1267, a certain Geralt, a member of the Witches' Guild, was knighted by Queen Meve and dubbed Geralt of Rivia. This was in honor of his distinguished service at the Battle of the Bridge, said structure spanning the Yaruga. But I wager you know of which battle I speak.
Yeah, those were the days. Kahir and I led a fistful of Nordlings against an entire Nilfgaardian battalion. Won that battle just because we absolutely had to cross the river.
Me quedo con Geralt de Rivia. Está mucho más profundo el significado. Aparte
I'm
de que así me
Geralt,
llamo.
not about to fight under a false name.
You may now take the shield bearing your crest.
I'm a Witcher. Shields aren't something Witchers ever use in combat.
Who mentioned using it in combat? Not I. The shield commemorates your participation in the tourney. You may take it as a souvenir.
In that case, thanks.
Have you been instructed as to the tourney's challenges, prizes, and vows? If not, I do hope you will allow me to tell you about them.
A ver, háblame de los votos. ¿Qué es eso?
You say something about vows?
As is our custom, knights make vows to which they hold for the duration of the tourney. Each swears on something which to him represents his most cherished virtue.
Háblame sobre los premios.
Gonna come right out with it. I'm a sucker for prizes.
The winner of each contest shall receive a trophy. Whoever has the best result once all contests have played out shall face last year's champion in a final duel for glory and the title. Should you defeat the reigning champion, the grand prize will be yours. This year, a sword forged especially for this occasion by the one and only Cornelius of Isengard, a famed master weaponsmith. Her illustrious highness had it brought all the way from Nazaire.
Muy buen premio. Y las pruebas ya lo sé.
Feels like I know everything I'd ever want to know about chivalric tourneys.
Splendid. In that case, you must make your vow. Upon what would you like to swear it?
La garza, el amor de mi amada, su ilustrísima señoría. ¿Por la garza? ¿Vas a jurar por Tris Merigold? Es que por la garza esto no entiendo. Y como que por qué voy a jurar por Ana Henrietta. La verdad me da igual, a ver.
I vow on the love of my lady, Tris Merigold, to respect the chivalric virtues.
May the gods succor you in your endeavors to overcome. Sign here, please, then fill out these forms. That is all I need from you. Now, as arranged by Guillaume, you shall be fitted with appropriate armor for the tourney.
Shiny.
Muy fea.
You have also been assigned a tent for the tourney's duration. It stands near the arena. Good luck.
Está muy rara, la verdad. Pareces un soldado de esos de Alicia en el País de las Maravillas, de la reina esa de que eran así como cartas del póker. A ver, ve al campo de tiro. Ok, la primera prueba es campo de tiro. ¿Por qué? Porque es de noche. No quiero hacer de noche. ¿Puedo hacer que sea de día? Dime que sí, por favor. Tempranito, que el de este sea tempranito en la mañana. Dale. A los rojos nada más les tengo que dar.
Geralt, well, I'll be. Have you decided to turn knight errant?
All jesting aside, here on a job. You in the tourney too?
Am I? Ha! I shall square off against Rainfan of Atre. I saw him just moments ago. A nervous wreck. Stuffing his nose with fish steak, no less. As if that would aid his determination.
No mames.
Guessing that's against the rules.
But who's to tell the Nilfgaardian what to do? Listen, Geralt. I've a tip for you. The timing of your marksmanship duel is such that you shall have the sun in your eyes.
Makes no difference to me either way.
Nor will it give you any pleasure. Since, as it is, we must both wait, play me in a round of Gwent. Should you win, I shall swap with you. To me, a southerner, the sun is no hindrance.
Ok, si jugamos una partida de Gwent, me cambia el turno cuando el sol no me dé en la cara. Bien.
Never turn down a round of Gwent.
Como quiera voy a perder, pero da igual. Voy a perder, bro. A ver. Gunther o Dim. Esta me la quedo y esta también. ¿Así? Los puedo entrar. Ahí está. Ok, tenemos que cambiar. No sé si voy a cambiar esta. Y esta. Turno del rival, a ver qué carta usa. Ah, usa Scoia'tael. Ven, vamos a usar una chiquita. Tengo carta de espía. ¿Qué está haciendo este loco? Tengo muy poquitas cartas, ¿por qué? Ah, se cree que... Mira, lo que vamos a hacer es esto. Ahí está. Vamos a mantener el espacio para saltar ronda. Y así gano, perfecto. Mi turno. ¿Esta qué hace? Cambia la fuerza de todas las cartas de combate a distancia. Las de distancia, ok, no. Cancelar, vamos a usar primero una chica. Bueno, empezamos con todo, muy bien. ¿Esto qué hace? ¿Estás loco o qué? Utilizar carta líder. Creo que mi carta hace que todo esto deje de existir. Sinceramente no sé cuál carta usar. Venga, vamos a usar esta. Es que no sé. No, mira, mejor vamos a usar esta. Pásale. Mi carta líder, ¿qué hace? Elige una carta niebla impenetrable de tu baraja y juégala de inmediato. Niebla. Ay, la niebla es de esto de acá. No, hombre, no me sirve. Pasa, por favor. Quiero que creas que soy un debilucho. ¡No! Bien. Cirila. Ay, güey, tiene un chingo esto. Mi rival ha pasado bien, pero perdí. 25. Nah, pierdo. Voy a perder. Chingada madre, no supe jugar esta ronda. En empate. Bueno.
I almost regret beating you. But we've passed the time nicely. Lady Vivian should appear forthwith. You shall shoot first.
Al menos no perdí.
Fair knights, I salute you. The honor and duty of tourney patron have fallen to me this year. Fight honorably, so that I may bestow upon one of your number the tourney's grand prize. You have sworn your vows. You have readied body and soul. The time has come to test them!
Behold Horm Akispark of the Mechtian royal line. His name's quite the mouthful, a true challenge to rhyme. His targets to be hit centrally and true are the ones in blue. Against him, new blood, a knight unknown till now. Sir Geralt of Rivia, give us a bow. The targets he must with his quarrels thread are red. May the better man win.
Sí. Ok, yo tengo que disparar los rojos. Bien. Va a estar muy fácil, la verdad. Esto es muy fácil, lo difícil es la carrera. Ay, pues no que no voy a tener, no que voy a tener el sol bien. Ah, gracias por dispararle a uno mío. Muy fácil, bro. Muy fácil.
Ekispark wins! Yet are those tears in his eyes? Perhaps his heart yearns for a lover's soft sighs. Sir Geralt of Rivia did not give his best. He failed, missed his marks, and
What the
did not
fuck?
pass the test.
Le di a los azules, ¿verdad? Estoy bien pendejo. ¿Qué le pasa a tu arco? No
Lost
manches.
that kind of luck. In the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivian occupies. Perhaps you could find a clue within it.
You're right. Vivian's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
Mierda, bien. Necesito un respiro. Espérate, espérate.
Give me a minute. Need to catch my breath.
A ver, voy a intentar reiniciar esto porque no puede ser que me haya equivocado así, no mames, qué tonto. A ver, estamos aquí nuevamente. Ahora sí le voy a disparar a los rojos, no puede ser. Sí, le disparé a los azules por alguna razón desconocida.
Like a lover ghostly grasping but one fair teat, Geralt's half strewn with joyous victory
Ahí está.
and bitter defeat.
Bien.
Sir Geralt of Rivia has trounced his foe, pounded him soundly, immersed him in woe.
Sí, quiero ganarlas todas porque te dan unos premios bien chidos. Mira, la ballesta de Sir Geralt de Rivia.
Your prize, sir. A crossbow adorned with your crest. I congratulate you.
Thank you, my lady.
Ballesta de Geralt de Rivia, ¿ves?
Would you tell me about the other prizes?
Alas, I cannot devote more time to you than to the other combatants. I have duties to attend to. Forgive me.
Mi medallón vibra cuando está cerca. Ah, sí, mira, está vibrando. Está vibrando. No manches, curioso.
My medallion's vibrating strongly. Can only mean one thing. Magic.
The explanation is disappointing, I'm afraid. The fragrance I use, it's mixed by a sorceress.
To lose to an opponent such as you is a victory of its own. Accept my congratulations as well.
Ay, qué buen sujeto.
Thanks.
Good work! In the interim, I managed to determine which tent Lady Vivian occupies. Perhaps you could find a clue within it.
You're right. Vivian's cursed in some way. Sensed it when she opened the tourney.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Let us go.
Vamos, ahora sí, directo.
Yeah, let's go now.
Ah, bueno, entonces vamos a fisgonear en su carpa.
This is her tent. You must look inside. Search it. I shall hoot like an owl should someone approach.
Bien, a ver, ¿qué podemos encontrar? Bueno, para empezar hay unas marcas de garras.
That's clear. Not sure what beast left them. Just that it's big.
Thou hast dove's eyes within thy locks. Thy lips are like
Jar
a
of concealing
scarlet.
ointment.
Thy two
Powerful
breasts
magic at
are
work
like-
here.
La comida me la llevo. Por aquí afuera, no hay nada por aquí afuera.
Oriole feather. Vivian keep a bird as a pet? No sign of it here, if so. Bruxay tend to be fond of birds.
Someone approaches. Quickly!
You were supposed to hoot.
We shall speak later. We must return to the tourney now. It's time for the second contest.
Sirs, what seek you in my lady's tent? Inspiration? Be gone from here.
Rayos, no alcancé a verlo todo. Ve a la entrada del circuito de la carrera. Ok, bien. Esta sí me... Ya lo está interrogando la chava al Guillón. ¿Dónde está mi caballo?
Behold, gallant knights and ladies decorous, gaze at the host assembled before us. Look upon chivalry's best and most storied. Come from far lands, here to seek glory. Hear now their names as I shout them aloud. Savor their titles, of their presence be proud. Halmarin, the Baron of Lonfall. Linus of Metina. Reinfarn of Atra. Hormakaspark of Meikt. Donimir of Troy. Guy de Boisfren, in service to the Duchess. Delwyn of Craigiau. Count Tai of Dondal. Ansay of Lyria and Rivia a prince.
Lyria y Rivia, ojo.
Geralt of Rivia. For Gregoire of Montgorgon, let out a roaring cheer.
Porque mi caballo no tiene...
Power of silence, Tawny champion from last year. Today's winner of contests, his victory to secure, shall face a Gregoire in a challenge severe. Does ignorance
Porque mi caballo no tiene
demand
equipamiento de
deceit?
ningún tipo.
Does someone need telling how Tawnies proceed?
Alguien por ignorancia precisa que el bardo interceda para que ningún caballero las reglas transgreda. Las reglas.
Yes, I do, if you please.
Ere the suns from the glass retire.
Any chance you could say it normally?
None at all. Ere the suns from the glass retire, and hearty toil your steed does tire. 'Neath all the gates you must guide your horse, and each of 5 targets strike with bolts. Each dummy felt adds more sand to the glass, and each true shot bolt repeats the task.
Yep, all clear now.
How dare you enter a tourney for nobly born knights? Your knighthood came through the grace of my mother Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, whom you treacherously deserted mere days later. Your presence here is an offense to my honor.
And yours is an offense to my eyes. If you're done, step aside, Prince.
The Tawny's protector, the mate Vivian. Her beauty entrances both beasts and men.
My heart's greetings, dear knights. May my grace guide you and show you the path of honor, valor, and glory. Accept my wishes of good fortune, sir, and devote all your strength to the tourney, and only it.
The time has come for you, Sir Knight. Mount your steed. Swift be your flight.
Ladies and gentlemen of lineage illustrious, soon steeds shall swarm like ants most industrious. To beat time's passage they'll ride like the gale. What a sight to behold, what a lark, what a tale! Before us Geralt from Rivia come, fast as the wind, bright as the sun.
Ya me estoy cansando de las rimas de este sujeto. Venga, vámonos. Rápido, rápido. Fuga, 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 fuga. Voy a montar el primer objetivo. Hay que tener mucho cuidado. Mira, tenemos un muñeco aquí, al cual no le di. A los que sí les voy a dar es a estos. Estos son más fáciles, la verdad. Ahí está. Uy, para acá, para acá. ¡Puta madre, otra vez!
A failure, a loss, a tragic trip. Let us hope
¡Me
with its
cago
Lord
en la!
makes no such slip.
Ya estamos aquí nuevamente. Puta madre, es que me desvío del camino. Que, o sea, quieren que esté al pendiente del camino y no me salga para nada. Y al mismo tiempo tengo que darle a los objetivos y todo. O sea, pues qué pretenden, pero bueno. A ver, el primer objetivo está aquí. Bien. Bien, le di. Creo que estoy seguro de que sí le di. O sea, aquí tengo que seguir por el río, que no se me olvide. Ok, bien. Justo por el río. Vamos a ver dónde hay otro objetivo. Aquí. Bien, creo que es aquí. No estoy seguro si les estoy dando, porque estoy seguro de que veo que la espada pasa por ahí. Pero por alguna razón, no sé, no me lo cuentan o algo así. Añadido tiempo adicional. Bien, córrele. Puntos de control superados. No, por favor, Geralt, no te salgas del camino, güey. No te salgas. Ahí está. Córrele. Mira, yo le estoy dando, pero no me... Vámonos, Geralt, rápido. Córrele, Geralt, córrele. Bueno, tú no, Geralt, Sardinilla. Vamos, Sardinilla. Tú puedes, no me decepciones. Puntos de control superados. Bien, ahora sí, este sí. Qué tontería. Mira, aquí tenemos otro de estos. Bien. Vámonos. A ver si hay otro muñeco. A ver si a este muñeco le puedo dar. No, pero ¿por qué no le doy? Aquí hay otro. Pero no le doy. Bien.
So close. Will he last? Endure and keep pace.
Ahí está. Gané. Dime que sí, por favor.
A race of such style, such grace, such speed. To watch was a pleasure, a treat indeed. To honor our entrance, praise each fair night. We shall feast from eve till dawn's first light. The finest of wine and food shall be served. If you've blood in your veins, come collect what's deserved.
I congratulate you. Here, your prize. A saddle adorned with your crest.
Sí, era lo que quería. Esta
By the way,
está súper
my
chingona.
mate saw a man with white hair sneak out of my tent. Would you know who it might have been?
No idea.
How juvenile.
No sé.
Congratulations on your win. In stellar style, no less. I no longer regret I was not able to participate. Almost.
We must drink to this.
Caloras.
Come with me to the feast. We shall await Vivian together.
Lead the way.
So, any thoughts on Vivian?
Her beauty's striking.
That is not what I ask.
Still too early to say anything I'd be willing to stand behind. Managed to figure one thing out. She uses powerful magic, masking illusions.
Do you mean to say she might in truth look different than she seems?
Only guessing right now. Found some clues. Got me wondering if your beloved Vivian's not a Bruxa.
A Bruxa? You mean a vampiress?
Not sure yet.
We've still some time before Vivian arrives. Let us drink.
Bueno.
To Vivian, may you find the means to aid her.
To Vivian.
When I first laid eyes on her, I finally understood what all those poems and ballads were trying to say.
Love's not poetry alone. Sometimes it's prose. Sometimes it's just plain ugly.
You say that only because you do not know Vivian as I do. A life with her would be sweetness itself.
Actually, you don't know her all that well either.
Your presence at this tourney is an affront to my honor. I demand satisfaction.
Head to the nearest brothel then.
Coward. Mounted combat in the main arena. I challenge you.
¿Me desafías? Ok.
Since you insist, I'm all yours.
You shall bitterly regret deserting my mother's army once I'm done with you.
Todo por algo que pasó hace 20 años, pero bueno.
May the blood I will spill wash away the stain of your cowardice.
Ah, una
Let's
justa.
get this over with. Quick.
3, 2, 1.
Véngase. ¿Le di? ¿Le di? No mames. Es que no entiendo porque a veces sí, a veces no. Ahí está, ahí está, ahí está, ahí está. Ven, no te vayas. ¿A dónde vas? Ay, Geralt, por favor. No. Ahí va, ahí va, ahí va, ahí va. Ahí está.
For reasons unknown except to them, the gods have chosen to punish me with defeat. But do not think your cowardice will be forgotten.
Damn it. You still going on about that? Need to clear this up once and for all. Had to abandon your mother's camp back then because someone else needed my help. Badly. Couldn't refuse them. Didn't want to, in fact.
You mean to say you had a secret mission, set off to accomplish it, having vowed to tell no one of its nature, until you did?
Something like that. Minus the vow. And, I'd still rather not divulge the nature of my secret mission. Can you accept that as justification?
In agreeing to duel, you proved yourself a true knight. Thus, I accept your word as that of a man of honor.
Glad to hear it. Now I got work to do.
Ponte el control del pinche clima, no mames. Dios, su calor bien gacho.
My heart swells to behold this beautiful celebration of valor and honor, and to witness you, who embody the chivalric virtues in your lives, strive for greatness. Yet, after a time of combat must come a time of peace and respite. Thus, I invite all who fought in the tourney to this feast held in your, and none other's, honor. And should any among you crave solitude, private tents await you nearby. The group melee shall take place on the morrow. Glory shall be within grasp for each and every one of you. The best among you shall have the honor to face our reigning champion, the famed Gregoire de Gourgon, victor of last year's tourney. Celebrate, make merry, revel as you will, yet be mindful of the trial that awaits you tomorrow.
Creo, no me hagan mucho caso, pero creo que ese Sir Gregor, creo algo así, estaba basado en Sir Gregor Clegane, que es de Juego de Tronos, un personaje de Juego de Tronos y que también era un gigante o algo así. ¿La seguiremos
Follow
ahora?
her. We shall meet in your tent before your last contest. You must help her.
Bueno, esto no ha acabado, así que tenemos que seguir.
That grey domed scoundrel, ever seeking Lady Vivian. Some kind
Debe
of
ser un
maniac.
maníaco. Vivian, a ver, ya sé tu secreto, es una lamia.
Strange. Was sure I'd find her here. Vanished. Melted into thin air. And that bird. She a Bruxa?
Notas de Vivian, a ver. Notas de Vivian. Gastos de Blade Fame, 14 codos de tela, 80 coronas. Ah. Notas de escriba del torneo. Ah, bueno, está igual. ¿Qué hay por aquí? Nada más el pajarito este.
Flew off. Worth going after.
No te vayas.
Looks like the bird's leading me somewhere.
Corre, Geralt. Como porque estoy siguiendo un pájaro, creo que no lo sabré nunca. Escuché algo ahí y no me gusta. ¿Dónde está el pájaro? Ya lo vi. Síguele volando. Llévame a donde sea que quieres que vaya. Otra pantera.
How you like that silver?
Mierda. Otra pinche pantera. Listo. Otra más. Mira, para allá se escucha algo. ¿Es el pájaro? ¿Qué es esto que está aquí? Ok. No, bueno, por el momento no sé si... ¿Qué es esto? Cartas de jacket de Fronches. Ay. Ya pasaron semanas de la última vez que mis ojos se posaron sobre tu hermoso rostro, amor mío. Ah. Bueno, por el momento no lo voy a despertar. Esto es una misión secundaria que ya haremos después. Ahí lo dejamos. Ahí vamos a dejar que duerma tranquilamente. Como quiera se queda ahí marcado el signo de interrogación ese. No, no pasa nada. Aquí estás. ¡Vuélale!
Over the hill. Might be quicker to pass through the cave.
A través de la cueva, ok, vamos. ¿Qué es esa madre? Una criatura. Mami, que hacía una criatura aquí. Esto sigue para abajo, mira. Plata, bien, está bien. Uy, se escucha bien feo, ¿qué es eso? ¿Hasta cuándo me vas a hacer seguirte, pájaro de mierda? Ya, todavía no. ¿Vivian?
Witcher.
Lady Vivian? Counted on me getting lost.
I did. I thought you no different from the knights. Good at tourneys, hopeless in the face of true danger. I was mistaken.
So you're not actually a Bruxa?
A what?
Suspicion I had, that you might be a vampire. Certain details seemed to confirm it. Then I changed my mind. Anyway, unimportant. Here you come to this clearing often.
This is where it all began. And as I was not able to evade you, save myself from you, then I want it done here. In this very spot. With no witnesses.
Want what done?
While you are a witcher, you were hired to kill me, were you not? Then do so, now. And do it quickly, I beg you. I shan't resist.
Witchers only hunt monsters. And even then, not all. You're no monster.
Then what am I to your eyes?
Hombre, aún no lo sabes, pero sí parece ser la víctima de una maldición.
Most likely you've been cursed. Don't know who by or why yet, but hope to find that out soon.
If you've no contract on my life, why take an interest at all? Did Guillaume put you up to it? Is that why?
He wanted to help you. Asked me to do him a favor. Frankly, if I can do something for you, I'll do it, willingly.
Why should I trust you?
'Cause the Duchess trusts me? 'Cause I'm a freak, too? 'Cause cases like yours are my bread and butter. Take your pick.
You shall not turn on me. Use what I say against me. You shall not tell anyone?
Lo juro por la garza. No tiene nada que temer.
You got nothing to fear. Came here to help you, and I won't peep a word to anyone unless I decide it's absolutely necessary.
So be it. I shall tell you what my mama once told me. When she was with child, expecting me, she and my father spent much time together near the wood, here in this clearing. Mama loved to listen to the orioles sing. She would stroke her belly and say, "My daughter should be as beautiful as that bird. Such is my wish."
Ay. Se le
But a
cumplió.
creature dwelt in the wood who envied my parents their happiness. One day it appeared before them to say the whole wood belonged to it, and they had dared to delight in something that was not theirs.
¿Qué tipo de criatura habrá sido?
It demanded payment. And when my parents said that they had nothing, it claimed their unborn daughter as its own.
Parents ever describe the creature?
They called it a nymph born of the deep woods, with no mother or father. But I was too young. too distraught by the curse's onset to ask after details.
¿Y luego?
What happened after that?
Nothing at first. I came into the world a perfectly normal child, and my parents forgot that day's events. But 15 summers into my life, the curse began to show. Initially only when the moon was full. But now it's advanced so that even in daytime I must use magic ointment to mask its symptoms, to look normal. Thus I thought someone had discovered my secret, then hired you to kill me. In fact, I was resigned to death in coming here. Perhaps death would be preferable to my complete and permanent transformation. For I fear that is what lies in store.
Ointment you use includes a potent magic ingredient. You don't have the immunity mages have. Use heavy doses, or normal doses too long, and it could be dangerous to you.
I sensed this. The very reason I knew I would have to give it up in the end, and bid my human form a final farewell.
The curse, it could be reversible. Once ran into a baron transformed into a cormorant, ostensibly for good. Managed to cure him completely.
And you truly think you could do something like this for me?
Can't guarantee a thing. Tough case yours. You were cursed before birth. That alone complicates things. Also, you claim the curse is increasing its hold. Symptoms are progressing. Could try transferring the curse onto someone else.
What? Out of the question. I shall not allow it to ruin an innocent's life. Is this the only method you know?
Only one that's completely safe.
So there is another.
Ha rechazado, bueno, pues sí, o sea, se nota que no quiere... O sea, no quiere que se le lance esta maldición a otra persona, o sea, sabe lo horrible que es. No quiere que nadie más sufra.
All right, there is another. Ancient ritual. We'd need an Oriole egg. Should release the curse's grip permanently. Gotta warn you, though. Could have serious consequences.
Consequences? What kind?
Curse was cast before you came into this world. Ritual involved transferring it to an as-yet unhatched chick. You'd be free. Thing is, you could be left with the average lifespan of an Oriole.
7 years. I understand. Alas, every rose has its thorn, and there are no happy endings. Yet truth be told, I never thought I would get one. I came here prepared to die, yet you wish to give me 7 years of life. Real life, free life. This is no dilemma. I agree, wholeheartedly.
I see why. I understand. Don't have to decide just yet. Think it through.
I will. They must miss me at the tourney grounds by now. Shall we? Return.
Vamos.
Let's. But are you gonna...
Yes. I cannot appear there all in feathers. Pardon me for a moment.
Geralt, eres todo un caballero.
You can change at will?
No, but I discovered the water of this pool helps. Its effects are brief, but I can always be sure of them.
Interesting.
Come.
Aquí es donde puedes hacer la misión mal. A partir de esto, ahorita en un momento les digo por qué o cómo hacerlo bien.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Then speak, man. Can you not see I'm out of my mind with worry? What ails her?
She asked me not to talk about it.
But I want only the best for her. Perhaps I shall be able to help, or I don't know. Console her at the least.
Aquí es donde puedes hacerla mal. Si le dices, la misión acaba mal. Si se lo ocultas, todo acaba bien. Así que tienes que decirle que lo siento. Que no se lo puedes contar.
Vivian gave me the details of her situation, but she did so in confidence. Promised I wouldn't tell anyone.
But I'm not just anyone. Why, I would do anything for her. I was the one to ask you to help her. You cannot shut me out now.
I'm sorry. Look, in time Vivian will come to understand what she owes you. I'm sure of it. But until then, you gotta understand the whole world doesn't revolve around you.
How dare you lecture me? This is not the aid I sought. And to think I gave up my spot in the tourney to you. I regret it now. Do you even intend to compete to the end? Or now that you've bound Vivian to your terms, you no longer see the need?
Vamos a terminar el torneo.
I don't back out of anything. I'll take part in the last skirmish. Besides, Vivian will be busy till the tourney's end.
Indeed. In that case, you must meet the other knights of your team. They await near the arena's entrance, by the training ground.
Got it. Thanks.
Pensaba dejarlo por aquí, pero... porque llevamos bastante, pero va. Vamos a seguir hasta el final. No importa. Tal, 1 hora, 2 horas, nos... da igual.
I know now the 2 teams' rosters. I shall be captain of ours. That means you shall do as I say for the duration of the fight. Is this clear? Palmer and Alonfo will lead the opposing team. With this skirmish, we commemorate the Battle of Fox Hollow of 1218, when a hands of southern outlaws led by Haller the Brown attacked Tucson only to be driven off by brave knights, thus setting a precedent. Since that day, knights errant have guarded the duchy's borders. Palmerin drew the short straw, so his team shall play the barbarian Haller's men. Any questions?
None.
I doubt you'll do us any good. You know nothing of knightly combat as a witcher. Try at least to stay out of our way.
It is time, gentlemen. Take your weapons and proceed to the arena.
A cheer for the knights, the ladies, the lords. For our next entertainment, the team shall cross swords. 2 rifle crews, 2 coteries shall fight full tilt till one's dropped to its knees.
Hombre, la verdad ya me cansó este hombre que nomás está
unclean shall forever be branded as shameful,
haciendo
obscene.
rimas.
While the knights prepare, let me say I'm elated to behold such a crowd on edge, breath baited. Whoever here wins the past champion shall face. All others must leave, heads bowed in disgrace. Let us begin! Crowd, race a ruckus! Blood, sweat, and tears shall soon follow in buckets. God, no remorse! Never retreat. Not one step,
Mierda.
not one footfall.
Aquí no deben de usarlo las señales de brujo. Mierda. No. No mames. No mames.
You shall perish, evil.
That's enough of that.
Quickly! From the right! Now!
Ahí está. Ganamos.
The world's never seen a fight quite so glorious. For showing such verve, each knight was victorious. Yet in tourneys as in life, but one champion may reign. Today he is the one. Praised be his name. He felt a whole host, slew the most. To Geralt of Rivia, who the strength of lions boasts,
He sailed through all trials. Each test he passed with ease. But now awaits the last. Will it bring him to his knees? For Gregoire de Gorgon, who on this ground's last won, shall spy
Ay, no,
for the
güey.
title, and the
Qué
day is
aburrimiento con
done.
este sujeto.
To the tired remainder, we salute your endeavors. Return to your wives, your loves, your whomevers.
Bien. Entonces pelearemos 1 a 1 contra el gigante este.
It is time. Step into the arena. Should you suffer grievous harm during combat, have you any last wishes? Any missives you wish passed to your loved ones?
Thanks, I'm fine.
The Witcher of Rithia, Geralt his name. Though aged be his visage, do not disdain. His locks true are white, but he was born to fight. Now entering the grounds, a titan of infamy, Gregoire de Gorgon, victor of Lashes Tourney.
I wish both combatants good fortune and fame.
Bien. Vamos. Pues está súper grande.
The titans locked stairs, ferocious and spry as wolves mounting hares. Mesdames et messieurs, our victor, our champion, the unequaled, excellent Gregoire de Gorgon! Hip, hip, hooray! Hooray! Now a few words from our sponsor, the Tufo Vineyard. For strong bones and teeth, drink Tufo. A wine for your teeth, a wine for your soul.
Ya. Perdiste.
Geralt of Rithia, this year's champion! A sight to behold! He defeated Gregoire de Gorgon! Hail, Geralt! Herald!
Qué menso este hombre. La espada.
As patron of this grand tourney, I've the honor to decorate our grand champion. His vow he made upon his love for his heart's captor, and it was doubtless this vow that carried him to this splendid victory. He showed great courage, great strength, great composure. He fought nobly with honor, and thus rightfully deserves the title of this year's Champion of the Arena!
I need to talk to you.
Not now. We shall meet later in my tent. I have duties to attend to, as do you. Folk regard you. The least you should do is wave.
Su espada está bien chida.
Greetings, my lady. Have you decided?
I have. I stand by all I have said. I wish to endanger no one and thus choose the method involving an egg. If it's to be the egg of an oriole, I know where to find one. There is a nest in my clearing. Might you explain the nature of the ritual? Its exact course?
Sure, but seems your tent's grown ears. Show yourself, Guillaume. Can hear you breathing, and I know damn well it's you.
Why are you here, sir? This is a private audience. Geralt, what is the meaning of this? Is this some scheme you've hatched unbeknownst to me?
Guillaume tiene buenas intenciones, pero no hemos urdido nada.
No scheming involved. Guillaume hired me, but this matter relates to you, not him. Didn't invite him here in any case. Actually surprised he showed up.
My lady, I live to serve you. Whatsoever you require, you need but beckon. I am yours to command.
Are you quite finished? Is that all you wish to say?
I suppose so.
So you shall do what I command, sir. Very well then. Listen carefully. Leave this tent, turn towards the duchy's northern marches, and run. Run until the tawny grounds are no longer within sight. Return only once you've cooled off. Then leave me be forevermore. Understood?
My lady, but your troubles. I only wish the Witcher see.
Out now! You assured me I could trust you.
¿No le he contado nada?
I kept your secret. Didn't tell him anything he didn't already know.
I understand he hired you, so you had to report to him. But this is not his affair, Geralt. This is my life.
Absolutely sure you did the right thing? Not too hasty rejecting his help? Can't conduct the ritual using your reflection without him. Needed someone who'd willingly assume the curse in your stead.
And you thought I would agree to this? No, Geralt. When we spoke in the meadow, you told me of a ritual which required no lusty knights to aid us. This is the method I wish to pursue.
Bueno, antes el huevo, entonces.
Need to find an egg. Preferably an Oriole's. Ritual itself isn't complicated, but like I said before, there'll be a side effect. Still sure you want to go through with it?
Yes. I saw a nest in the clearing where we spoke. But before we go, tell me, what will become of the chick?
We'll have to break the egg. Like you said, not everyone gets a happy ending.
And for a dream to come true, there must be sacrifices. Very well. Let us go. This is the place.
Tengo el presentimiento de que algo malo va a pasar. Déjame hago una ligera pausa. Y ahorita continuamos.
Then speak, man. Can you not see I'm out of my mind with
Hola,
worry?
amigos.
What ails her?
She asked me not to talk about it.
But I want only the best for her. Perhaps I shall be able to help, or, I don't know, console her at the least.
He vuelto a este punto porque acabo después de la pausa esta, pues me puse a descansar un poco porque ya estaba jugando bastante. Y me puse a leer la guía que yo seguía cuando lo jugué por primera vez. Y ya me acordé para el final bueno, ya me lo estaba oliendo en lo que ya llevamos. Para el final bueno, no había que ocultárselo, si hay que decirle. Yo pensaba que había que ocultárselo, te lo juro, no sé por qué. Así que ahorita se lo voy a decir, vamos a escuchar el diálogo.
We were both right, actually. It is a curse. One that's transforming Vivian into a bird. Her condition's getting worse.
Gods! A curse that is a worse affliction than disease. What now? Can you help her?
That'll depend on her. I'll try if she asks me. Significant risks involved, though. Shortening her life to about another 7 years included.
What? This is not what we agreed.
El hechizo es peliagudo, ¿no? Todo depende de Vivian.
Doesn't matter what we agreed. It's Vivian's decision. She can either try it or not.
Of course. But I could not live in the knowledge it was I who brought an ill fate down upon her.
Heard of one other method that could work. Curse could be lifted via her reflection, say in a pool of water. Thing is, we'd need someone who'd willingly assume the burden of the curse. Take it on in her stead.
You mean, become a bird themselves?
Theoretically. See, curse grows weaker once it's transferred. Might end up as just an appetite for seeds and worms. All outcomes are on the table, though. Death included.
I am prepared to sacrifice. Give my life for her. Just as King Fridank's knight did for the beautiful Queen Sero.
Knew that already. But are you prepared to swallow bugs for the rest of your life?
Yes. Which method do you believe to be best for Vivian?
Don't know yet.
But you have some notion, have you not? Do not tell me you seriously consider drastically shortening her life when I stand prepared to shoulder the burden.
Una noción, pero es pensar en este cortar drásticamente su vida cuando estoy dispuesto a llevar a carga sobre mis hombros. Deberás probar con el método del agua. Tengo que realizar el ritual del huevo. Bueno, vamos a intentarlo con el método del agua. Vamos a transferirle la maldición aquí yo.
Poses no threat to Vivian.
Naturally. You must know you can count on me. I shall bear it all. But Vivian, I fear she might be too proud to agree to such a thing.
I'll meet her after the last contest. Talk to her. She could agree.
I'm counting on you, Witcher, and I'm content we finally know something. What now? We know all, so you need not see the tourney through. You could withdraw. True, I shall get an earful from the Herald should you fail to show for the last contest, but it's nothing I can't handle. So, what will it be?
Bueno, vamos a terminar el torneo.
I don't back out of anything. I'll take part in the last skirmish. Besides, Vivian will be busy till the tourney's end.
Bueno,
Indeed. In that case, you must meet
todo esto ya lo vieron. Ahorita nomás terminando el diálogo voy a pausar y voy a reanudar hasta el momento en el que vamos a romper la maldición. Así que los veo en un rato. Bien, ya ha pasado todo el rato de... Bueno, toda la competencia. Cuando peleamos contra los 5 y luego contra el gigante otra vez. Ya estamos aquí a este punto. En teoría ya los diálogos ya deben de cambiar.
Greetings, my lady. Have you decided?
I have. I stand by all I have said. I wish to endanger no one and thus choose the method involving an egg. If it's to be the egg of an oriole, I know where to find one. There is a nest in my clearing. Might you explain the nature of the ritual? Its exact course?
Sure. Want to tell you something, though. Think we should try the alternate method first.
I was clear. It is out of the question.
Let me finish. Second method's less than reliable. To put it simply, might work, might not.
But it will. I shall save you, O lovely Vivian.
Why are you here, sir? This is a private conversation.
Escúchalo, sí.
No need to be sharp with him, my lady. And if I'm to help you, gotta do one thing for me. Hear what Guillaume has to say.
Is that an ultimatum?
Looks to be.
Be not angry, my lady. You no longer bear this burden alone. I know all.
You told him!
I know a curse afflicts you. A curse which grows more severe by the day. I understand how you feel. My aunt, Countess de Lawnful, once contracted a strange illness which ate away at her from the inside. She grew weaker by the day, the light fading from her eyes. I remember her saying the worst was not the pain, but losing mastery of her own body. She was so helpless. I fear you feel the same. The Witcher knows a way to lift the curse from you and let it rest on me. I wish to do this, to take it from you, Vivian.
Why?
Because I love you. I might have died in the arena. I sought to slay a Shaelmar for you. But now I see the fool I was. Now I see how I risked my life for no purpose. Yet, with this, I can truly do something for you.
I do not wish to inflict this horror on anyone. You saw how it looks, Witcher. I turn to you as one elder and hopefully one wiser as well. Do you think this a good idea?
Merece la pena intentarlo, la verdad.
Worth a try, as I see it. Original curse fell on an unborn child. Doubt it'll take hold as strongly when transferred to a full-grown man.
You've now heard the expert opinion. Let us do this together, Vivian.
Very well. I was prepared to die. Thus I am also prepared to attempt something mad. Now we must go to my pool in the woods, yes?
Sí.
Everything's agreed, so no point wasting any more time. Let's go.
Sí, este es el final bueno. Ya me acordé, sí. Hay que intentar este método. Yo pensaba que era lo del huevo, no sé por qué tenía ese vago recuerdo. Creo que la primera vez hice lo del huevo. Luego la segunda vez que jugué ya hice esto. Y sí es cierto, este era el final bueno. De hecho, hasta desencadenas, perdón por el spoiler. Yo creo que ya a estas alturas ya lo están notando también. Si lo haces de esta manera, de hecho haces que ellos dos terminen juntos.
The aunt you mentioned. What became of her?
She passed.
Die, beast!
¿Qué hace aquí esto? Ya.
So, this is my true form. It is not too late. You may still change your mind. It will bring no shame.
My mind is made up. My resolve is firm. If you can handle it, so will I. You are beautiful to me, even as you stand now.
Oh, that's clearly rubbish.
Shut your eyes, both of you, and don't move.
Guillaume,
Yes, my love?
if you become as I am now, I wish you to know I shall not leave you.
Picture yourselves reflected in a pool of water. Focus on that. Now, open your eyes. Damn. Think it might have worked.
Ni el Gran se la creía. No pensaba que fuera a funcionar. No vamos a decir eso.
How do you feel? In general, you feel it change, Guillaume?
I was struck hard, as if by a battering ram, but now I feel not at all different. Apart from a slight itch on my skin. Are you certain it worked?
Yes, something happened, definitely. Must be an intersection beneath this pond. Powerful magic at work here. Look at Vivian.
What now?
Mi trabajo terminado. Pues sí.
A up to you now. Here's hoping you'll solve your own problems and never run into any that require a Witcher. Still, watch yourselves carefully. Notice any troubling symptoms, find me.
Naturally. I thank you, Geralt. Oh, and your payment.
At last! I've so much to make up for. Balls to attend, distant lands to see.
Free at last, as a bird.
Ha! I found you droll. I had not noticed before.
But you will not fly away without me.
That remains to be seen, I think. But I too must thank you, Witcher.
Don't mention it. You take care, both.
No entiendo este lago. Aquí hay alguna magia muy poderosa. Como dice Geralt. Bueno, pues al fin hemos terminado con esta misión. Como bien les dije, era una misión bastante larga. Mira, aquí los tenemos a los dos.
Hail be praised.
Good tidings.
Y mira, ya los dos han terminado juntos. De hecho, esto va a tener una consecuencia en cuestión de después que vayamos por la ciudad, ya acabada la misión principal. Bueno, la trama principal, los veremos a ellos dos juntos, de hecho ya formados como familia, y es muy bonito de ver, cosa muy distinta que si hubiéramos hecho el final malo. Pues para empezar, creo que Guillaume, no sé qué le pasa, creo que se va de los caballeros, y Vivian creo que también se va, o sea, se va de la ciudad. Algo así, o sea, un final, pues bueno, no tan bonito como este. Así que pues bueno, ya la verdad llevamos bastante grabando, vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Este fue un episodio bastante largo, así que espero les haya gustado y nos vemos en el siguiente. Un saludo, chau chau.